Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Sobriety University. And today's video, we're going to be talking about breaking up with Mary Jane and how viewing quitting weed like a relationship can really help speed along the process for you to quit marijuana. So, yeah, by the end of this video, you'll have a better idea and mindset on how to quit weed by looking at Mary Jane like a relationship and ending a toxic relationship. So I'm working on this with a client right now, and I've talked about this before with other people I coach, is that really a lot of the struggle is like, hey, I've been smoking for X amount of years. How am I ever going to live without it? And so we really work on starting to change the mindset to view this like, hey, this is a relationship, right? This is a long-term relationship that I'm trying to get out of. And just like with any relationship, especially a dating relationship, you know that toxic relationships are unpleasant, right? And not to say that the relationship was great at one point. You're just realizing that, okay, now this isn't, and I need to somehow exit. This isn't easy. So, in no way I'm saying, like, okay, you should be able to just do this within a snap of the finger. And just like with a toxic relationship, it's important to acknowledge that at one point the relationship was good. Like, it wasn't all bad, right? Like, you wouldn't have fallen in love with that person if it would have been terrible from the beginning. So grieving that loss is a really important part of this. And when I mean grieve, I mean really grieve, like allow yourself to feel that sadness that, hey, like I'm Mary Jane is no longer going to be a part of my life anymore. And I know I have to let this go because it's only causing me harm. Just like with dating, it's important to feel sad and feel sad that you're not going to have that person in your life anymore because although they might not be good for you, there were good times. Again, then it's really important to acknowledge that, hey, there were good times with Mary Jane. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all, fights and arguments and stuff like that. There were moments of real joy and beauty and transformation. And I wouldn't have gotten to have that without Mary Jane. So thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you for being a part of my life. You just have to, it's time to go, though. I can no longer have you be a part of my journey. And thankfully, Mary Jane is just weed, so it won't actually get sad or try to burn your house down or scratch your car up. It's really just weed, so someone else will smoke it. Now, why I see this really powerful is that people I've worked with, they said, okay, look, like once I started to view it like this, I was able to have a different mindset shift and see that, okay, like I can actually break up with Mary Jane. Like it's gonna hurt just like with any dating relationship, but I can come out healthier and stronger because of it. Again, weed is not evil. It is just no longer a healthy relationship for me. So the next part of this is how to actually do this, how to break up with Mary Jane. It's a one day at a time process. It can look like, okay, I'm not going to smoke / hang out with Mary Jane for this whole day, right? I'm going to not see her today. And maybe I'll see her tonight, but I'm not going to see her for the whole day, which is usually I'd spend the whole day with her. It could be like, okay, I'm going to really try never to see her again, right? Going the cold turkey method. This is a very powerful experience. You'll see one of the guys that just went through the program, his name's Anthony. He's going to be talking about soon on this channel how he quit weed and just went cold turkey and just did it. So it might look as well like, okay, I'm going to start going to the sauna and start sweating out these memories, aka the THC in the system, right? I always recommend people start going to saunas and or getting a really good sweat in through exercise and physical activity. This will speed along the process. So a little pro tip here, because THC gets stored in the fat cells. So the more you can start sweating and detoxing yourself, the faster you're going to get through the withdrawal process. It might be very intense at the beginning, but again, like you rip the band-aid off. It hurts like a son of a gun at first, but you will get relief a lot quicker than if you were to just peel it off super slow. So that would be my next piece of advice is to, go start getting exercise, physical activity. Shout out, you know who you are. Starting to do like boxing or MMA, something like that, where you have to sweat very intensely will help. It might look like starting to eat really healthy and clean up the diet to help detox faster and realize that, okay, Mary Jane, you like to go to McDonald's and eat fast food all the time. I'm going to start eating healthy. So I just no longer even want to be around you because you just eat so bad, right? So starting to heal yourself that way as well. So getting some outside support. Yep. So let's break the ice. I'm here to sell you a product as well. And that's my services with support through quitting marijuana. I have helped many people quit marijuana fast and efficiently and really start to embrace their new life and see that, okay, weed was great, but I don't have to keep holding on to this old life / relationship. I can move on and get to experience the benefits that I know deep in my heart and in the back of my head that are waiting for me if I quit weed, right? Stopping the suffering of smoking weed every day and being in that cycle that can just go on and on and on. So I'm here to support you through that, hold you accountable, give you the necessary encouragement that you might be lacking right now to really quit weed for good. So that's what I'm here for, guys. You can schedule a consult down below with me. We'll hop on a call. I'll figure out what your biggest pain points and struggles are with your current situation and what you've tried in the past. And then we can create a new game plan for you to quit as soon as possible. Now, the last part here is that yes, breakups will hurt. And it's important to really accept that this is going to be a painful process. No real ending of a relationship is easy, right? Whether it's a friend, whether it's a coach, whether it's obviously a dating romantic partner, there's going to be a painful time you have to go through. This is what makes you stronger, makes you come out better on the other side. Again, it's really important to allow yourself and expect there to be some pain, right? Like it would be dishonest of me to say this is going to be a super easy process, that there's going to be no pain at all, and you just go to the sauna and you're cured within like 2 days. No, there's going to be some agonizing moments, and getting through those moments is what is going to build that strength and confidence that you can live without weed and come out again the other side as a better person. You guys have probably heard about no contact before. That's what they suggest after you get dumped or get out of a relationship, even if you're the one that did the dumping, is to really not contact the person anymore. So that's kind of the approach we take with weed, right? You quit weed, you get rid of your paraphernalia, you get rid of any weed you have in the house, out of sight, out of mind, right? You know, weed's still out there. You know, your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend is still out there, but you are treating this more as like, okay, I'm not going to get in contact with them. I'm not going to go to the weed store where we used to hang out all the time. Stay away from places maybe you used to smoke a lot too. It's tough if it's your home, but I don't know if you had like a designated smoking spot like in your city or town or whatever. Stay away from that, right? Stay away from the places that you guys used to hang out with. This will help the healing and growth process. One day you'll get to go back to those places and not be triggered anymore. But for the beginning, it's really important to kind of stay away and say, hey, I'm not going to contact you anymore, Mary Jane. I'm going to move on and I'm going to heal. What I found with working with so many people is after a month or so, the cravings are really pretty much gone and you can move on. So really, you don't have to like avoid her, Mary Jane, for years and months, and you can't go to the restaurant that you used to go to stoned like for the next 10 years. No, you very quickly you can get back into going to doing your normal thing, but just without weed anymore. For me, I had a really big moment at the 4-month mark of being sober. This was back in 2016. Some friends came and visited me, and I had a jar of weed I had saved just in case I wanted to start smoking again. Hey, like, you guys can take this. Like, I don't want this anymore. And that was a big moment for me. It made me realize that, okay, I can still now hang out with friends that used to smoke, but I don't need to smoke anymore. Yeah, I have friends today that do smoke weed. They're polite enough not to smoke around me, but I can still have a conversation with them, get dinner with them or whatever. So it's not the end of the world. And again, like that's part of the no contact experience in when it comes to dating. So definitely do some research on no contact, guys, and maybe try to apply that to this Mary Jane situation. I think that would be beneficial. So guys, again, like, comment, subscribe, and let the people know if you can relate to this analogy and if this has helped you or will help you in quitting marijuana. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.